In the State of the Union last night, the president called for $1.5 trillion to fix the nation's crumbling infrastructure. Much of the money would come from private companies. But laws in several states, including Tennessee, present some roadblocks. For more on this, here's transportation correspondent Kris Van Cleave along a bumpy stretch of I-440 in Nashville.
Interstate 440 is the road Nashville residents complain about most.
Yeah, it's about like riding on a dirt road.
It can rattle your teeth.
What makes 440 so bad?
Everything.
It's a pothole-laden, roughly 7-mile stretch of decades-old concrete linking 3 freeways. The state plans to spend about $100 million to rebuild and expand 440 starting this summer. It's part of a $10 billion backlog of infrastructure projects statewide.
It just needs to be worked on.
Nationally, U.S. infrastructure earns a D+, according to the American Society of Civil Engineers. At least $2 trillion is needed over the next decade to keep pace.
It's also time to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure.
President Trump is calling for a $1.5 trillion infrastructure package that would likely redirect $200 billion in existing funds from Amtrak and transit programs, while calling for hundreds of billions more from cities, states, and the private sector. But private investment requires projects that make money, like toll roads, which are typically in urban areas.
To think we can do this with just $200 billion over 10 years from the federal government is just not addressing the issue.
15 states don't allow such private investment in projects, and in Tennessee, toll roads are illegal. Also, the state doesn't borrow money to build infrastructure, and the Trump plan is expected to favor loans, which has officials here concerned. State Transportation Commissioner John Schroer.
Since they're looking at public-private partnerships and leveraging federal dollars, we won't be a player in that.
Tennessee is one of at least 26 states that's raised its gas tax in the last few years to pay for infrastructure projects like the work on 440. President Trump's plan isn't expected to go to Congress for another couple weeks, so the details could change, but it's already facing strong opposition from Democrats. Kris Van Cleave, CBS News, Nashville.